Hi, our new topic is on hash variables. Last video you have seen about array variables. Now we'll be seeing about hash variables. What is an hash variable in Perl programming? Hash implements like it's called as a lookup tables, or it can be called as a dictionary. Like normally in dictionary we look for some meaning and it gives a description of it, right? In the same way hash variable represent the same in Perl programming. Let's see what is the syntax and how do we declare the variables in hash. Initialize with a list. For example, you wanted to know what is one called in French and two called as in three, and so one is called as un and two is called as a dux and three is called as a troyes. So you can declare this with the hash variables, and when you're searching for one, it will print un. When you're searching for two, it will print ux, and three trios. And the same way, if you're looking for, if you wanted to represent a specific representation, then you can also declare in this format. Either you can declare or initialize the list within this format, or to get more understandability you can declare in this way too. See below, it is declared as German, 1 en and 2 is called as v, 3 is called as a tree. So in this way you can represent. Now the next question is, how do we print the value and how do we display, right? How do we access the hash values? 3. Now you can see here I wanted to know what is 3 called in French. With first you'll be declaring some variable and you will be accessing a 3. Just you should know the name of 3 and the hash variable, then you can directly get it printed. So that will print a particular thing. Okay, and if you are directly giving $German2, either you can store it in a variable or you can directly print a specific value. Okay, as with arrays, notice the use of $to indicate that we are accessing a single value. So it means that we are accessing a single value. If you wanted to access multiple, then you can go for hash slashes. Okay, returns a list of elements from a hash. At the rate symbol, that is an array symbol, we can use 1, 2 and 3, and it prints un, 2x and trios. It's very simple, right? The same like an array, so we are going to print it, but the difference is hash is nothing but it's a lookup table, or it's called as a dictionary, right? Again, note use of at the rate, as we are accessing more than one value, each value from the hash. So, and we can also set values. So array has been declared while processing the program, or while writing the program you wanted to pass some extra value to that hash value based on the conditions you have. If condition or if expression, then update the hash value positions and everything. Okay, or you wanted to add an extra number, or you wanted to increase the lookup table. So for example, we have a lookup table. Let's take some example of the lookup table related to a country's list. Okay, or let us take an example of a country. In a country, in a particular year, it has a states. It has like 30 states. Now after a fight or after several requests, we have found one more new state. That means the table has to be increased, right, with a new state that need to be added. So in that way you can directly pass the values hash 4 or something. So you can give the value and the name of this thing. So in this way you can set the hash values. You can also use a multiple hash values by having a array variable. If you want to store a single value, you can use a scalar variable. If you want to use a multiple values, then you can use a array variable. Okay, so in this way we can set a value for an hash variable. So far we have covered all different kinds of variables that will be used across a Perl programming. This is the basic needed thing before we start before we go into a Perl programming. So I recap it once again. So what are the variables we have learned so far? So the first one was an array variable, and the second one was an the first one was a scalar variable, and the second one was an array variable, and the third one was hash variable. I hope you understand the differences. Scalar variable starts with a dollar symbol, array variable starts with the @ symbol, and hash variable starts with the percent symbol. Scalar variable stores only a single value. Array stores a multiple values, or the values can be either numeric values, integer values, or a floating value, or a string, or a text. And next one is a hash variable. Hash variables is nothing but it's called as a lookup table, or it's called as a dictionary. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I will be coming up with more and more topic on Perl tutorial. Have a great and pleasureful day.